Hello and welcome. Thank you, Alex Iantaffi. I'm here with Alex Iantaffi, and we're very excited to be talking about this new module. So, Alex, tell us who you are and a bit about your background.
Sure. So I'm a family therapist, also known as a systemic psychotherapist, depending on which country you're in. And what else do I do? I'm an author. I wrote some books. I'm a gender scholar. I used to be in academia, but now I just really work in kind of more of a clinical environment. I'm also a clinical supervisor. Yeah, I think that sums it up. What am I forgetting, Dominic?
You're forgetting you're active in what, WPATH, the World
Oh,
Professional
yes,
Association for Transgender Health?
that's right. I'm a WPATH certified gender specialist and mentor as well. And I'm also certified as a sex therapist with ASIC, the American Association of Sex Educator, Counselors, and Therapists, and a sex therapist supervisor as well with ASIC.
Okay. And I've written some books, but like actually you've written a lot of books around this, and they're the leading books in our community in terms of gender trauma and lots of work with Meg John Barker that are very inspiring and well received books. So yeah, some books.
Some books, thank you. Yeah, and gender trauma has actually just recently won the Nautilus Award last year in the psychology category, the Gold Seal, and then this year it's actually won the ASIC Book Award for Book for Sexuality Professional Award. So it's won 2 awards, and I feel so really overwhelmed by it. It's wonderful.
That's amazing. So what have you written for us in this gender module, and why have you included that?
All right. In this module, I really wanted to communicate how gender is a biopsychosocial construct as well as a cultural construct. And so I really took kind of a system perspective. How does gender come to be? What we understand it to be? Has it always been this way? Spoiler, it has not. And I really hope that this module will help clinicians work with clients of all gender identities. Of course, there is a focus on working with trans, non-binary, and or gender expansive people across the lifespan, because also working with a 10-year-old is not the same as working with an 80-year-old, for example. But I'm hoping that clinicians will get so much more, and that will help them really understand their own gender and their clients' gender identities, no matter what their gender identities are, in a range of ways.
Well, thank you. That's very succinct. I mean, I really love the fact that you've taken a whole lifespan developmental approach to this, because there's a lot of information. There's a lot of interest at the moment about working with young people, but actually there's a whole range of other people who may present to our officers who want help at other points in their lives. And so for therapists to have a bit of an insight into and understanding into some of those other issues that they may be facing is really important. So yeah, we're delighted that we've got you in our catalog, and we hope that this is going to be really an accessible module that people will take up, because you're one of the top people in the field, and this is going to be a really interesting module for people to follow. So thank you for writing it for us.
You're so welcome. And it's been such a privilege also to get to meet the students who've taken it for the first time, and they seem to have gotten a lot out of it. So I hope that anybody who chooses to take this module really gets even just a tenth of what the students have gotten. I will feel like I've done my job.
Great. Thank you. Thanks for making time to be here today.